The coronavirus pandemic has continued to constitute a major threat to humanity as number of cases keep increasing by the day. To this end, countries have adopted distinct strategies to her economic and social peculiarity, among others, to effectively combat the spread of the pandemic. Recall that the federal government, as part of efforts to combat the spread of COVID-19 in Nigeria, came up with preventive measures which includes lockdown of Lagos, Ogun, and the FCT, closing of borders, among others. At a news conference in Abuja to unveil some of its findings on the pandemic, the coordinator Civil Society Situation Room on COVID-19, Comrade Adams Otakwu, while commending the efforts of government to contain the spread of the virus in Nigeria, said, "Such intervention will yield better result if civil society groups are integrated into the process."
So it's a learning curve for everybody, and we must acknowledge this. It is not time to engage in opposition. It is not time to engage in name calling. It is not time to engage in blame trading. We urge also on government and to continue to upgrade the healthcare system. We call on government to continue to engage the civil society, especially at the community level, so that the response from the community will be more comprehensive and community-based.
The group further raised concerns on social allegations in the public domain aimed at disrupting the good work of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19.
By our investigation and assessment, because this is very important, even though we are fighting COVID, there is a need for us to keep property alive. There is a need for us to be responsible. There is a need for government to be accountable to citizens. We investigated this and discovered that the Presidential Task Force does not award contracts, and it has not awarded contracts yet. All the funds that are donated towards this response are either domiciled with the CBN, as in the case of institutional donations, or they are deposited with commercial designated accounts in commercial banks, from where the Accountant General of the Federation rakes in the fund into the CBN at the end of the day.
The group, however, called on Nigerians to cooperate with the federal government and adhere strictly to guidelines released by the Presidential Task Force to mitigate factors responsible for community transmission of the virus across the country. Palang Bukar, CNN News.